Hello, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you. As always, day in, day out, or maybe week in, week out. Whatever your schedule of coming to the channel is, I appreciate you having a schedule in the first place and just popping in. Let's go ahead and listen to Filthy Habits, Frank Zappa, Sleep Dirt, released 1979. We listened to the last track on the album, The Ocean is the Ultimate Solution, which absolutely blew my mind. Like that, I've listened to that again several times, and that just continually blows my mind. So personally, it just makes sense for me to want to listen to more of the album from where that came from. So that's going to be the first track here, Filthy Habits. Now, some of you had said in the comments that this album featured some vocals. That I guess there's two versions, right? So I actually looked it up because I wanted to see what I was getting into and kind of understand what you guys were talking about. So this is interesting. I gotta find it. Okay. So the music was recorded during some recording sessions in 1974 and 1976. The initial 1979 LP was entirely instrumental. Okay. In 1982, just 3 years later, Zappa asked Thana Harris to add her vocals to 3 songs from the album: Flambe, Spider Destiny, and Time is Money. Harris sings the part of a character named Drachma, Queen of Cosmic Greed. Okay, and Zappa says in a 1992 interview that the vocal versions were how they originally wanted to record the album, but he couldn't find a female vocalist who could sing them at the time of the recording. Okay, in the album I have here on Spotify, I have no idea which version this is going to be, whether there are vocals or not. The song we're going to listen to apparently isn't going to have them because it was never intended to. But as we move on, I have no idea. I really don't. The copyright date is 1979, so I'm assuming that this will be the instrumental release, but there's only one way to find out. And I can't quite, listen to the songs ahead of time to tell you because that'd be lying. Duh. So let's just go ahead and go through it. But for now, let's begin with Filthy Habits, which could be talking about dirty nuns. Really heavy, really dark. let's talk about Dirty Nuns really quick. All right. I'm gonna, if I remember, which I should, I'm gonna put up here on the screen the album cover once again, but I'm gonna make it a little bigger, okay? I'm gonna make it a little bigger. Actually, I'm gonna move to the side so I give myself a reminder to put it like right here. Hopefully that works. Look at the character on the album cover, okay? You got this oily, polluted, kind of cute little creature. Looks like he woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Looks like the bed is on the wrong side. But you have this oily figure waking up, getting out of bed, and just getting ready to start with its day. The music, specifically that bass by O'Hearn, is incredibly murky. It sounds and feels oily, a little toxic, because there's this kind of dark underbelly to the music. It's jazzy, but it's seedy. There's something polluted and filthy about it. And it's really because of O'Hearn's bass, which on The Ocean is the Ultimate Solution. Like, God. I mean, it's insane what he pulls off. Here, perhaps playing something a lot simpler, but the effect, the atmosphere is a delight to listen to in here. That's really good. That's really good. And then you have all of Zappa's scratchy, atonal, and dissonant guitar playing on top of it. And it just creates this atmosphere that, if I can tell you, not that I've listened to a lot of Zappa at this point, obviously, but I haven't heard an atmosphere done like that from Zappa. And it is really, really refreshing. It sounds so cool. Immediately gets you into a particular mood. And the musicians just sound like they're playing within this deep well of a drift, just playing within this rhythm. Bum, 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 bum. It's like this very grim kind of melody that just carries through. But then you have some brightness that also comes up. And when, hold on, before I go on. So on keyboards, who we're going to be talking about specifically, it's credited Frank Zappa, George Duke, and then Ruth Underwood. So you have at least 3 keyboards. I don't know who's specific playing on this track. Regardless, here's what I'm thinking. Out of that murky mire and out of that polluted pond, you hear these little bright spots of keyboards that begin to blissfully kind of scatter about. Sometimes playing like a faraway and distant satellite. Sometimes almost a little bit of a soulful, like, little dash. Those little bright spots reminded me once again of the oil. To think of an oil spill. Think of looking how oil mixes with water, and it has kind of that sheen on top. There's a kind of shine, right? When you see oil in water and how it mixes, like, it doesn't quite mix together, but sometimes you see like rainbow colors in there as well. So when I heard those keys on top of this track, that's exactly what I was thinking of, and it makes such sense. It works so well in listening to this. This is phenomenal to me. This is really exciting to hear Zappa, once again, from my novice and little experience, to hear Zappa performing music like this, which is dark and atmospheric, and it just sounds unique. It just sounds completely different. This is... It's haunting as well. You have some, like, it almost sounds like Frippertronics. You have that kind of, perhaps, backwards playing guitar, or like they recorded it, mess with the tapes. That's why I'm thinking Frippertronics, and then they kind of fed it through again. Like, there's just a lot going on in this. And then that big womp. It sounds like horns, which you do have horns credited here with Bruce Fowler. Like, I don't even know what else to say, to be honest. I just think that was a really great listen. I really, really enjoyed that. But what did you guys think? Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. You can follow me on Twitter. You can support my channel on Patreon. There's a lot of things you can do, but I hope that you enjoyed listening to some Dirty Nuns with me. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for being here. And guys, I'll see you later. Bye.